My name is Aurora, and I'm gonna do a Q&A with you. I'm just gonna begin, since we don't have all the time in the world. This is from Jasmine, and the question is, if you were a Star Wars character, what would you be? Like a pilot, a bounty hunter? By the looks of me, I think I would be C-3PO, like some kind of drone or a robot. I would be a C-3PO's sister or wife. But I would of course like to be a Jedi. Blessed with beauty and rage. What secret talent do you have? I don't know if I'm good, have any secret. I know quite many digits of pi. You know the number. I think it's very fun. That's what I do for fun. I sit at home and I teach myself to remember as many digits of pi as possible. That's the gangster life there. Emily V. And her question is, your songs can be interpreted in many different ways. Have the meaning of some songs changed for you through the years? That's a very good question, Emily. And yes, they have. It's very strange. I feel like many of the songs I wrote when I was quite young, like Runaway, I wrote when I was about 11. Or I started writing it when I was around 11, and it makes more sense to me now than back then. It was almost like I knew what was going to happen in my life, and it really fits me now. So the songs, they grow up as I grow. It's very beautiful. F asks me, if you were food, what food would you be? A vanilla swirl? Ice cream, maybe? Yes, ice cream. Brenno Bauer, what authors do you read? Well, I love Patrick Rothfuss. You have to read the books of his, and he has to write the third book. He knows what I mean. And I like George W. Martin, and I love Brandon Sanderson and Maria V. Snyder, of course J.K. Rowling, and Tolkien and all of those. Yeah, I love many. I love books. I love to read. It brings me so much happiness to read. I really recommend reading. And if you don't like reading, then go and find the audiobook, because it really gives me so much in my life. Nadia D. What are your biggest inspirations right now? Well, right now I'm really inspired by people. I always change with the way I think about the world and the people in it. I think, people, we don't do enough. Like, even we don't do enough. We should have done more for the planet, for the earth, for each other, for the animals, blah, blah, blah. But right now, I really love humankind. And I'm really proud of the way we manage to sacrifice a lot for the people that are in risk, right now, of being really ill by the virus. And I'm really happy to see us sacrificing something for the others, and the healthcare workers that are working their butts off for us. I'm just really inspired by all the people out there doing great work. It's just fantastic. So I'm really inspired by people right now. Alexandra Wilk, question: can you send me a virtual hug? Yes, I can. Pew. There, you got it. What Harry Potter house are you? I love that all my fans are geeks like me. Well, I am a Ravenclaw. Once, I've taken the test a few times, you know what I mean, on the internet, and I become Ravenclaw every time. But I would marry Neville Longbottom from Hufflepuff if I could. Malou Söderberg is hard to say on English. Do you think Norwegians understand Swedish more than Swedes understand Norwegian? Well, I think you Swedish people understand Norwegian more now after Scum, because you are hearing Norwegian more now than before, I guess. I grew up with a lot of Swedish movies and Swedish TV shows and even Swedish books. So I think many Norwegian people know a lot of Swedish because we grew up with your movie culture. yeah, you have the best. I actually really look like Emil when I have a hat on. And yeah, so I really look like him. I will post a photo for you later and you will see that I'm exactly like him. What is your favorite cloud type? Oh, asked by Olaf Borgi. I really love the really puffy clouds. The kind of clouds that when you fly, they give us a lot of turbulence. The kind of clouds that for us on the ground it looks like it just looks really dark and it's probably gonna rain or thunder, but from above they look like a paradise, like the kingdom in heaven. Yeah, they're really beautiful. I love clouds. I think they're just so nice. I wish I was a bird so I could fly up and look at them without killing the planet. Anna Julia, Norwegian artist recommendations. Yes, you should listen to Skår. You should listen to Iris. You should listen to Silja Sol. You should listen to Depresno and Asher. And I can't think of any more now. That there are so many. Just listen to all of them. There are incredibly many talented people from Norway. It's really cool. I love it. I love all of them. Edmul, what is your favorite Ghibli character and why? Oh, stay safe. Stay safe also, Ed. And all of you. My favorite Ghibli character. Well, I love Totoro. But I also love... Oh, I've forgotten his name. You know, the one in Spirited Away that goes... You know, and he eats everyone. And then he pukes out gold. You know, I really like him. Yeah, but I think Totoro is one of my favorites. At least he's the one I have on all my pillows at home. Yeah, Totoro. But I love also Princess Mononoke, of course. Simono? Aurora. Are you an old soul in a young body? A young soul in an old world? Or something else? Maybe I'm an old soul in an old body. No, I don't know. It depends what you mean with old soul. I have always... I guess when you spend... I know I talk a lot when I play and stuff, but when you spend so much time thinking about things as I do, I was quite a quiet child, even though I had a lot of energy. I like to just sit and think, and I loved being in the forest, just thinking about things and figuring things out. And when you are philosophing, is that the verb? Philosophing a lot, you learn a lot about yourself, I guess. So I guess I am, but I've met many old souls. I've met many old souls out there, and when you asked about a young soul in an old world, I really like that. I think this world we live in now is really young compared to the total existence of this whole universe, which will be, you know, eternal. It's crazy to think about. Okay, Lulia. Lulia is asking, what is the strangest or scariest animal you've ever seen in the wild? I don't know. I think the strangest and scariest animal I've seen in the wild must be when I am out in the forest, I'm alone, and I'm just enjoying the peace and quiet and the silence out there with myself. And when I meet an animal, you know, a human being, I get disturbed by it because I'm not used to meeting other people in the forest. So I think when I meet humans, that's the strangest and scariest animal I've ever seen in the wild. And Simono again is asking, what's most important to focus on in this challenging time? Well, I always choke up on my words when I'm supposed to answer something that big. I know one thing for sure is that we humans, we react to things like this so differently. And we all cope with fear and anxiety and our worries and our isolation and depression and sadness. We all cope with these things differently. And that's the most important thing, is to understand that for some of us this is not any frightening at all. And for some of us it's really frightening. And for some people this time being isolated and being away from school is really hard. And my heart goes out to the people who are struggling right now. I know it can be really tough when you don't have a chance to escape from home anymore. And I think it's important to focus on that it's okay to act a bit different than you usually do. If you find yourself in a lot of family arguments, I would just say that understand each other, try to coexist, try to understand that behind the anger there is probably just frustration and anxiety and worries about losing our jobs. And so many people have been affected by this now, and I think it's just important to try to understand that tiny but big battles that are going on behind everyone's eyes that we can't see, because people are going through this time very differently, very individually. And also stay inside if you can. Only go outside if you have to. We can sacrifice a few months with staying inside so this can pass, because there are people out there working in the hospitals and there are not room for more people. Like, we have to try to prevent ourselves from getting sick, and we have to try to prevent from spreading the virus, because then the world will go back to normal as soon as possible. Leah Williams, if you could have one mythical creature as a pet, what would it be? A dragon. A dragon. Or a merman, like a manly mermaid. No, as a pet. No, a dragon. And last question. Nahir Egli, do you have a favorite phrase? Oh, I know that I've seen some takes of myself that you guys post of me, and I say, which is nice. Nice. This is nice. I say that quite a lot, which is actually my least favorite phrase ever. But I use it a lot when I get a bit nervous, and apparently I think I'm quite nervous a lot because I like to be alone, and I'm often not alone. But my favorite phrase, I love a quote by Dumbledore, which says, "It does not do well to dwell in the past," which I think is beautiful. But I think it's something in the way that he says it, something with the beard. Yeah, it's just better. Okay. Oh, okay. That was the last question. Thank you again for supporting all of the artists that are playing, that have already played and that are playing next week. Make sure you go and watch them, because there are so many amazing artists. I'm gonna sit at home and watch them myself. So please remember that I'm not the last artist performing at this wonderful festival. And I just want to thank all the people that are working backstage and in the team, and Mikael for arranging this. It's just amazing when people try to do something that could give us some kind of release in this time, and I'm just really proud and happy to be a part of it. Thank you so much for having me, and thank you for watching, and good luck, and stay safe, stay inside, and stay clean. Goodbye.